having a turkey sandwich at Boxing?
Maybe a turkey pie at on Boxing Day. And I think it is fascinating how interested people are in politicians' lunch choices. And it's all very lighthearted. I was asked a question about what I like to eat. And I always answer questions. Keir Starmer doesn't answer questions, but I always answer questions. You know you will always get the truth from me. Well, I think it shows that the Prime Minister and the Chancellor have been making the wrong choices. They inherited an economy that was growing, and now it is shrinking. That budget is crashing the economy, and they need to reverse course. No, she's not right. I'm here at a business talking about the impact of the budget changes. This is one of many businesses I've spoken to since October. And what they are all saying is that it's going to cost more to hire. Some businesses, in fact, that I've spoken to have said that they're going to have to shed jobs. They're definitely not going to be hiring more workers. It's going to be a lot more expensive. Others are actually thinking of completely stopping. That's terrible, and that is all because of the decisions that she has made. We had a budget in March that did not have these consequences, and the reaction that we've seen from farmers, for example, shows that this is a government that did not have a proper plan and that does not know what it's doing. I think it's important that local people have a say. Obviously, when we have nationally significant infrastructure projects, there are some considerations that need to override that. And I think the overall issue is that we need to make sure that people's quality of life and their personal well-being is not unduly impacted by development. Of course, we want to make sure that we have more energy security in the country. That is a critical thing to do, and we will support the government when they're doing sensible things in order to achieve that. Well, we would be investing more in nuclear. We had a plan. We had a plan that was based on energy security, that was not going to be overly reliant on the weather. Investing more in nuclear is something that should have happened a long time ago. I think in coalition there was difficulty with the Liberal Democrats who did not want nuclear. Nuclear is one of the key things that will help us deliver both carbon emissions reduction and energy security. Well, I think that the committee has ruled, and I think it is important that all of those rulings are followed. Obviously, this was a personal incident I was not privy to. I have not seen the report, but we need to make sure that we all treat each other with respect at all times. I think the UK should do everything it can to support Ukraine. I believe that Ukraine is fighting a proxy war with Russia, and it is a war for Europe, and I have been on record as saying that we need to give them as much support as possible. We had the refugee program for the Ukrainians, many of whom are settling well in the UK. That's one of the ways we provided support. And I think on the defence side, we must make sure that we give them what we can. And that goes not just for the UK, but all of Europe as well.